The Double RT Boxing Show. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Mr.A. And we are talking Rob Brant does it. We have entered the Rob Brant era. The Rob Brant. How far can he go in this middleweight game? That's a good ass question. You know, with that work rate, that volume of punching that he has, you know, is that enough to get him going? That's a really, really, really good question. He defeats this guy, this 17-0 Kasan Baysangurov. I do gotta admit though, watching the film study, watching the guys researching this fight, Rob Brant he made the fight look a lot easier than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be pretty competitive. So I do give Rob Brant his due diligence. So like they said, this dude was number 8 Baysangurov. Rob Brant just outworked him through combinations. Rob Brant kind of did what Tyson Fury was doing against Deontay Wilder, in the fact that when Baysangurov did land a clean shot, Rob Brant answered back just like Tyson Fury did. Like, oh, damn, Wilder, you hit me. Bow, 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 bow. Here goes like a 3-punch real quick. And that's what Brant was doing. So whenever it just completely took number 8, Kasan. It just completely took him out. Like, and the movement of Rob Brant, Kasan just couldn't get the confidence to throw nothing. He didn't have no feet set. Like, Andre Ward was saying that, hey, like this guy is famous for body shots, but I haven't seen one body shot, and it's like 4th round now. He's not setting the movement of Rob Brant. He can't get the feet set. So that little movement just took the confidence, the relaxation of Kasan away, and then that volume of punchings straight from the get-go. Rob Brant put it on him. Did bell rung? Rob Brant came out, put the punches together. No, there was not much body shot in this game. And when there was, it came from Kasan. He did some hard body shots. Because at the end of the fight, you see Rob Brant, he goes over, he shakes the corner's hands. He shakes a homeboy's hands. I don't know how much English they speak, but Rob Brant was trying like to speak slow. You could hear him. He's like, you hurt my body. He was like pointing to his body, like, you hurt my body, bro. Like, because he kept hitting him with his left hook to the body. And like I said, at the end of the fight, you watch it, you can see Rob Brant go from and tell him, hey, dude, that fucking left hook he was throwing was hurting, dude. Now, they were saying, this fight, the winner became the mandatory for the winner of Saul Alvarez and Danny Jacobs. Makes me wonder, is the WBA going to start mandating a lot of the Super and Worlds then? Because that's a whole nother fucking show that the Double RT Boxing would love, because that'd be some good fights. Now, that being the mandatory for that winner, they were also saying there's some big money fights out there for Rob Brant. And you might be thinking, okay, who was a big money fight? The names, obviously, it was that rematch for Morota. But when they threw the Australian Thunder, fucking the Hornet, when they threw out the Hornet's name, I was like, oh shit, that's right. When he beat Mundine and became the Oceania champion, I thought he was going to give that up and drop down to 154. But if he wants, because I think Jeff Horner take any money fighter from 154 to 160, because obviously you saw how sickly he was coming in at 147. And 154, 160, I think he makes those very comfortably. He might be a little small for 160, but if I'm Rob Brant, obviously you got to check the money and which way the money comes out better. But I'm just thinking the money is gonna be better with the Hornet. I'm always telling people, man, right here on the Double RT Boxing Show, boxers, you guys are always saying boxing's a business, boxing's a business. Someone needs to go fight Jeff Horn before someone else does. That motherfucker packs stadiums in Australia, and if he's not packing, he's like Australian AJ. He's giving a big ass crowds. Some fighter better go cash in on Jeff Hornet before he loses what buzz he has in Australia. That dude gets good ass crowds, man. Like I said, and I don't know how the currency is gonna change from Australia to the States, but it ain't gonna be that far off where it's gonna be a shit fight to take. If I was Rob Brant, I'd go take my ass to Australia and fight fucking the Hornet. Fuck the rematch. I whooped his ass. You know, unless the yen is fucking so much greater than Australian money. I don't even know what the fuck Australia is. You guys could leave in a comment below. But if I was Rob Brant, that's where I'm going with this. I'm going with my next fight is fucking going down to fucking Australia and fighting the Hornet. And like I said, I don't know how style-wise, that'd be a crazy ass fight. You got Rob Brant coming out here just throwing punches at Jeff Hornet. Hornet trying to do some awkward movement. I don't know. I don't know if Jeff... But see, Jeff is rugged enough to try and do some ugly shit to throw Rob Brant off. Because obviously he ain't gonna be able to handle that volume of Rob Brant. But he could get in close and make that shit ugly and fuck Brant's body up. Now you can see Brant gets hit a lot. Like I said, even though he's the mandatory for that Canelo and Jacobs fight, I see Jacobs beating him. I see Canelo knocking him out. The way he, like I said, Andre Ward brung it out, the way he leans over his feet, and he gets hit. He gets hit whether he's leaning over his foot or just backing out. Kassan was able to hit him with a couple right hands. You know, like I said, if Kassan for some reason went to the body like he said in his boxing meeting with Ward and Bradley, that I'm gonna break him down to the body. Even when he was in distance, and like I said, it was few moments because Brant was just throwing volume at him. If he could have just, you know, went to the body and then probably did more letting his hands go, he probably could have hit Brant. Because like I said, there was times where I thought Brant was going, he's going to not burn out, but just a little bit of drop put. And Kassan was going to start coming on because it'd be these little flashes and when Brant got hit, it was a good head snapping shot. Like his head's turning, you know, and the fact that Brant is a fair skinned color, he's that caramel. He's caramel color, so he gets purple. You know, you're like, fuck, you're hurt, bro. You know, because you know, most black people they get the fucking they either just get swollen or dark, but the fact that he's caramel, he gets red and he gets purple, so he looks really tagged up when he gets hit. You know, fuck. It's like, oh fuck, who had those purple ass eyes? Fucking Lebenev. You know, Rob Brant. He gets fucking his color, his face, his face shows color like that of a white person, and it looks bad to judges. You know, but his volume is going to be his key to success. But like I said, as a mandatory for Saul Alvarez and Jacobs, he's not winning that fight. Then you got Andrade, Sanders, Golovkin. Like I said, his output might be good, but I think even Golovkin if Golovkin cracks him, I think he'll crack him. Like that, he gets hit. If I was Rob Brant, yes, you want to fight Saul Alvarez. He's a mandatory for that fight, so yeah, cash out on that. You got two fights. If I could get one cash out before the mandatory fight, I'm going for the Hornet. And then I'm going for my cash out mandatory fight. Because if not that, I'm fighting everyone else, dude. I'm fighting number 4, Kamal Mighty. I seen him fight. He's alright. He's so. I think Rob Brant could beat him. I'll fucking fight. Doesn't Top Rank have that Flacchio guy? Shalucky. See, I think Rob Brant is a nice mirror tier guy. He has that world belt. Now he could, like I said, he could run the table with like 4 on down in the WBA. It'd be some good ass fights for him. And he just beat number 8 David Papat, number 9. He could beat him. Shalucky number 10. That'd be a good fight. Jason Quigley number 11. That'd be an interesting fight. That could happen on some of the zone action if Quigley's still with Golden Boy. What else do we got here for him? Ryota Morota's number 7. I think that Flacchio, I think that's a top ranked guy. Brandon Adams, I don't know. And like I said, Kamal Shermida. I don't know why I watched him fight, but I was covering him for somebody. And that's what the Double RT Boxing Show did. We covered the 1 through 15. I am your host, Mr. A. We went talking what was for Rob Brant. Like I said, the top half, Rob Brant, I don't see Rob Brant doing success even with his punching volume. Like I said, WBC, you got Canelo, Charlo, Golovkin. You know what'd be an interesting fight? Even at this stage, Nadam and Brant. You know, Nadam could take an ass whooping, but he could throw some fucking heat rocks himself. He's an old man. He was like 38 now. That'd be interesting. Stephen Butler, the fucking Canadian. Oh, Rob Brant and Steve Butler. That's what I want to see. It's not going to happen, but that's what I want to see. Like, I'm trying to put out a nice little mid-tier matchup. Rob Brant and Steve Butler. Steve Butler be fucking throwing bombs, knocking people out. He's a rangy guy too. He has a nice 1-2. That would be a good fight. Let's see if that happens. Rob Brant and Steve Butler. Let's see.